Hey guys, Apple here, so I'm back from my mental breakdown. I think before starting this video, I should probably explain what that whole spawning thing was about. If you're not interested in this at all, honestly, who even is, just go to this part of the video, just press that. Anyway, I honestly just had a complete fucking mental breakdown after giving up with a video that I was working on for like, I would say a month or so. This made me so incredibly stressed out and fucking brain fucked that I began thinking that a spawning meme is funny. I feel really bad for Cinnabon because for some reason I made him involved in all this and he's really nuts. So give us a subscribe or something, like just do anything. I think he was actually mentally scarred, like just look at this fucking comment. I think he hates me now, but you know, honestly, it was worth it.
Wake me up inside. I can't wake up, wake me up inside. Hey everyone, Cinnabon here.
Anyway, so since I began playing competitive TF2, I've got a bigger understanding of how important loadouts actually are. This is mostly because of competitive focus on maximizing your effectiveness in combat, and as Spy, of course, your effectiveness in picking classes and increasing survivability. Spy is the class with the lowest health, which is a problem since his job is getting behind people and backstabbing them. Though luckily there is a solution that any experienced Spy knows by their heart, and that is of course your primary. A lot of new players don't get how useful the revolver actually is, and it's pretty easy to shoot with, though what I see a lot of players do is just running around with the ambassador because they want to show off their dang skills. This is not the optimal way of playing. Today I'll give you guys a detailed overview of the strengths and weaknesses of the different revolvers. I want to thank Will and Sleepman for helping me with this video. He's a very talented UGC Platinum Spy. He has his own YouTube channel that I recommend checking out. He has some really nice videos about competitive Spy and stuff, so go check that out. And I also want to thank Toast for helping me with this video. He's a part of Highlander team, Strong Opinions, who are ETF2L champions in a row, so getting your information from two very experienced Spy mates really help. It really makes sure that I actually give you guys correct information about Highlander and of course just generally TF2. So I just want to thank those guys and really support them. Go and subscribe to Will. I don't know what to do with Toast. Just say thank you Toast in the comment section. Anyway, let's just begin. Lenny, roll the intro.
With my apologies.
First up, let's talk about the stock revolver, since it's the first and most reliable. Have you ever felt like fucking life doesn't matter?
Fucking Pokemon, man. I even use like a fucking incense and I'm just getting like pigeons and shit. Disappointment. Massive disappointment. Come out here, yeah, no fucking Pokemon ever. Just when I need it to happen as well.
Like we were living meaningless lives because we will die anyway? Have you ever thought, man, I wish there was something in this life that actually fucking mattered?
Seeds, of course! Birdsee's titties, they would make good maracas. Ah! You would rather kill yourselves? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, go ahead, end your life. No, don't worry about me. I'll still be here.
Have you ever tried shooting someone and realized that the base damage of the ambassador is horrible? Then I have the weapon for you. Introducing the stock revolver. Buy only for the small payment of $9.99. The revolver only has one weakness, and that is range, since range affects damage. Shooting from a long distance is not very optimal for the revolver, because the accuracy is not absolutely amazing, and of course the fall off damage is pretty significant. Though what it loses in range, it gets in reliability, because the most times as Spy, the revolver is fucking amazing. And what the greatest thing is about it, that you can have shit aim and still do well. See, this is what I don't get. All you gamer Spies, stop using the fucking ambassador. You can't aim for shit. No one is impressed by you running around with your ambassador and missing every fucking shot. I'm guilty of this too. I've been using the ambassador as a pop spy for way too long, while I fucking sucked at it. No one is impressed. Just equip the revolver for once. The worst thing on pop is when you see 3 spies in your team and they're all running around with the ambassador, missing shot after shot. Just equip the revolver. The revolver is basically the most reliable one. It has good damage and doesn't require perfect aim. And in the smaller maps it has a very nice damage output thanks to the damage fall off, because that also increases to 50% extra damage on closer ranges. And if you like to use the invis ones, this revolver is really good by the way, since you're normally going for a more up close playstyle when using the invis. It's one of the most underrated weapons in TF2 in my opinion, and you should definitely check it out. Next up is the Ambassador. This revolver is the most used primary because of one thing. It requires skill. If there's something spy mains fucking love, it's showing everybody how good they are, because in reality we're just all attention-seeking teenagers who got everything as children and therefore spoiled brats who listen to Marilyn Manson and think that spying memes are funny. Yes, I'm talking about myself, of course. But anyway, basically the Ambassador is overused by spy mains because we want to show off, okay? I'm not saying it's bad though. If you have the aim, it's fucking amazing. Being able to do 102 damage per shot can completely destroy the enemy. But it requires a lot of skill, and most people just don't have it. It is recommended if you're a comp player to begin training Ambassador early on, since having really good aim can make you useful even if your game sense is on par with mine. Both Toaster and Will recommend just going on Badwater or Operate and just training every day. Get used to headshotting and just accept that if you suck to begin with. Being able to get consistent headshots is definitely worth all the work, so just train every day and you'll get good someday. And trust me, when you get good at Ambassador, so many opportunities open up for you. I have personally trained a lot of Ambassadors, since being able to shoot people from afar and always being in combat, even if you're not close to the enemy, is priceless in competitive. And even with countless hours just running around shooting, I'm not even close to being good enough for it to be worth it running Ambassadors 24/7. Instead, I recommend using it in situations where getting picks is hard. Sniping a little bit or distracting a few enemies while using your dead ringer to stay alive can be really useful, though if you're trying to get backstabs, using another revolver is probably a better choice, though the Ambassador can be amazing at harassing people. Just shooting people from afar and maybe getting that headshot can stress them out and save your team time. And when you also can't get killed easily thanks to the dead ringer, you can keep affecting the team and keep slowing down the enemy. You're not as much of a pick class as much as a deadly distraction. The third revolver on my list is the L'Étranger, and yes, I know that I said L'Étranger in my opinion about the... just shut up about it. The L'Étranger is what is called a utility weapon, which means it's not for killing as much as for utilization. In the L'Étranger's case, it gives you more cloak, and even gives you a cloak when you shoot someone with it. With this, it's obvious why lower skill competitive players use it. It gives you more cloak, which means mobility and more opportunities for backstabs, but there is one problem. Ammo boxes. The whole problem with the L'Étranger is that it bases its benefit on the assumption that you even need more cloak. And you don't really. If you know when to cloak and uncloak and when to pick up metal, you can play fine without it. It's completely unnecessary for most competitive players, unless you're in an area where you don't have access to much metal, though it's just mostly not worth it. You can also risk becoming a complete melee class, which removes many opportunities for kills. Just make sure you know where ammo boxes are and manage your cloak, and you'll be completely fine with any other revolver. It's just not worth it for most players. I'm not saying that it's not useful sometimes, but really, most of the time it's just better to use the revolver or the Ambassador. Oh, and the Enforcer we'll skip because it's fucking shit. It's complete shit. No one cares about it. Just next. Okay, Valve, please just fix. No. Next. So the stock revolver is nearly always reliable, that is a go-to in any situation where the two other revolvers aren't fitting. The Ambassador is great for ranged combat and is amazing when put into the right hands, but should not be overused by less skilled players, unless you're training of course. The L'Étranger is rarely as useful as it seems on paper, thanks to the high amounts of metal to increase your cloak. And the Enforcer? Fuck the Enforcer, no one uses it, like, no one. But... there's one weapon that everyone ignores. I don't want to talk about this, but I know that I have to. I mean, this is all of the spy revolvers. So. A weapon that scares every player. A revolver that we all try to forget ever was fucking born. Yes, I'm of course talking about the Diamondback. This evil revolver is only used by the most evil of spy mains. It is any TF2 player's nightmare. The threat of getting up to 4 crits that you can use when you want to is truly frightening. And the only thing you have to do to get these critical hits is killing enemies. 1 crit per building except 1 per player backstabbed, because giving you free crits by doing something you would do anyway is a great idea for a weapon. Hey, and while we're at it, just fucking add a fucking weapon that gives crits when you do enough damage as Pyro. Now, I don't have a problem with the Vlog because it has a limited range and is actually penalized probably by having no R-Blast, but what does the Diamondback have? Mine is 15% damage, and of course in classical Valve fashion, no random critical hits. How is this balanced? Most spies don't use the revolvers except if they have no choice, and normally you would just have a few crits to shoot back at the enemy chasing you. This is like a direct upgrade from the Ambassador for majority of players. Most players can't get enough headshots with the Ambassador to make the Diamondback not a straight upgrade. The Ambassador has even less firing speed, so basically either you can get assured 102 damage next time you shoot, every time you backstab someone or destroy a building, or you get a assured headshot if you hit this tiny spot on a player, but you can only do it if you wait 2 seconds in between shots. And it's just fucking ridiculous. Why has this not been fixed? I know I should be objective, but this women fucking baffles me. The only reason why I think it exists is because it makes it easier for new players to combat experienced ones, which I personally find to be unfair, but still, this is the Darwin's danger shield of spy weapons. It's as cancerous as fucking spoik memes. I give up. That's my video with the Revolvers. If you enjoyed, leave a like or something. Look, I don't care anymore. Become my patron to support me and get frequent updates and Patreon perks. So see ya. Lady, just roll the outro. Like, I just end this video. I'm sorry. I just can't fucking deal with this fucking bullshit weapon. This bullshit fucking game. Fuck you, Valve. Why can't you fucking just anything? It's so fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
Fucking hate idiots, man. I fucking hate idiots. Whew, I hate idiots, man. I fucking hate idiots, man. Alright, Blaze. Fuck you! Give me Blaze!